Oh, jam! Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Scholomance Academy set review, part one. I'm Chewie. Down there is Mike,
Hey, everybody.
and we're gonna do that thing we do. We were talking about all these cards. I didn't figure out what the hell.
Or at least approximate what the hell.
At least approximate what the hell. So we're gonna start with, I think 3 classes. Is that what I said earlier? Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you had in mind to do it.
Yeah, so each video will be 3 classes, and then the last video will be, I guess, Warrior and the neutral cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, Scholomance Academy adds in a new thing, and that's multi-class cards. What?
What?
Now, we've sort of done this before with the tri-class cards, but there were only... What? Not many of those. I don't even remember now.
There were a couple for each of the combinations.
Were there?
There were at least a few.
I
Weren't
don't
there
even
at least
remember.
like 3 for each
I
thing?
don't remember now. But even so, that would have been 9 if there were 3 for each
Uh-huh.
tri-class grouping. And this one we have 40, because each multi-class pair gets 4 cards.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And, oh, is it Scholomance? Scholomance? I don't actually know how to say it. I have not watched any of the official nonsense on how to say this, because I just look at the cards.
I would say Skolo, since it's, like a school. But
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
mm-hmm.
Look at chat, distracting us already. So, for the multi-class cards, we're going to talk about each card in its respective class. So, we're going to talk about all of the multi-class cards twice. Hopefully, the second time will be slightly quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Because a card in Demon Hunter and a card in Warlock have drastically different uses to each other, don't you know?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so first up, we've got a multi-class card. It's Demon Companion, which is a Demon Hunter and a Hunter card. And for 1 mana, it summons a random Demon Companion. And the random Demon Companions are Refa. They're like tiny little animal companions. They're adorable, which is a 2/1 with charge. We've got Shima, which is a 2/2 with taunt. And we've got Kolek, which is a 1/2 that gives your other minions +1 attack. I just realized each one is half of the Beast's version.
Yeah. Exactly half. But you're only paying a third of the mana. Like, all of these are a really good rate for what you're getting. Like, really good. It's just you don't know which one you're going to get.
Yeah, I mean, it's always Refa. Right? Oh my god, it's Huffer backwards.
Oh my god, it's Huffer backwards.
But this one is Amiz backwards, so that's not it.
Yeah.
And this one is Kellogg backwards, so that's not it. But it's definitely Huffer backwards, damn it. So this, I really like this because it gives Demon Hunter something to do on turn 1 that isn't just hero power hit you in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Or play a actually pointless... Well, I guess Kolek will be actually pointless at the beginning, but still it's a 1/2, which is way better than the freaking 1/1 outcast draw card guy.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when that was a 2/1? Woo! But I don't really know what else there is to say about Demon Companion. It's just really good for 1 mana.
Yeah. It's good for 1 mana. It gives you something to do on turn 1. It's nice and cheap to get it out of the way if it's sitting next to an outcast card that you need to move to one side.
Blocking an outcast card. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's always Refa.
Except when you actually want one.
Actually, yes. Well, when my opponents have it, it's always Refa.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up we have Double Jump. A Demon Hunter card. 1 mana, draw an outcast card from your deck. It's a tutor.
Yes. Since you draw it, it moves to the right side of your hand. So if you have the mana left over to cast it, you can cast it. Which is interesting because, 1 mana can be a for real premium. It matters more for certain things than it does for others. Like, would you want to play this if you're also playing Skull, because seven is a lot to ask, and getting the skull when when you don't have the mana for it is going to be disappointing too. I guess I just haven't learned enough to figure out whether there are situations where you want to build a deck that doesn't have the skull.
There's got to be, right? Maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know, but obviously the skull is the first thing I thought of, because the way that the cards that tutor specific things out of your deck work is the fewer of those things you play, the more you can plan for things.
Yes.
So it could be that you played Altruist and you just need something else to cast from that side of your hand. So double jump is pay 1, draw a card, then play it, hopefully.
Yeah.
Or it could be just refueling. Like you're playing an aggressive deck, so you go blah 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 blah. Now you're out of cards, and then you draw double jump. You're like, oh, cool. And it doesn't matter what you draw, because if you're out of cards or almost out of cards, then it's gonna be outcast next turn too, probably. So it's fun.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Now that I'm trying to think of things to do, I can't see a single outcast card other than Skull in my freaking head anymore. So
there's the one with Rush that has immune if it was outcast, and of course there's the one that either draws you 1 card or draws you 2 cards if it was outcast.
Spectral Sight, yeah. There's I-Beam, I think, is going to be important for this.
I-Beam, yes.
You're like, oh god, okay, I need an I-Beam right now. I gotta have it. Yes.
That one especially, because its outcasting is being cheaper.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about the mana premium all that much.
Yeah, but time will tell if a deck shows up where needing to draw an outcast card is worth having this in your deck. You could play double jump, or you could just play an outcast card, but this does automatically make it outcast, because every card you draw is outcast at first, so I don't know. Time will tell.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, what's this?
All right, this is a dual class Demon Hunter card, the True Aim Crescent. And after your hero attacks a minion, your minions attack it too. That's cool.
Whoa. I haven't seen anybody play this in the few videos of the early access thing that they did, the theory crafting. So I don't know how they do it. Do they attack left to right? Do they attack randomly?
Yeah. I guess there's just 2 options, really. It's either left to right or the order that they were played to the field, which seems to be... Because it doesn't specifically say random. I don't know. I guess the third option is random, but I wouldn't have expected that since it doesn't say that. I don't know, but lots of things don't say things.
Especially in Hearthstone.
Especially with Hearthstone.
I'm just wondering, like bees, right? Bees, if you play bees against a 1 mana thing, a 1 health thing, it'll go bam, and the other 3 will just sit there. So I'm guessing the True Aim Crescent works the same way, is that if the thing that your minions are attacking dies, your other minions won't attack it, and they're safe to not take the damage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm certain that is how it works. We'll just have to see what order it chooses things.
Yeah. I think this is really cool in Demon Hunter, where hitting things with your face is just what you do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also wondering... I wonder if this takes the attack away from your minions.
See, that's a good question, because, yeah. And I can't remember how other cards that make one of your minions attack someone work, whether they do that. Or whether you still get the normal attack from them, if you haven't already used it yet.
I don't know. It's one of the things where we should have done some research on a couple of cards first to see if anyone else has figured it out, but we haven't. But either way, ignoring all of that, like, if nothing else, it'll save you some mouse movement. Where if you're gonna attack that thing with all of your stuff anyway, now you just have to do it once.
Yeah, and let's be honest, like, if it did take away the attack, this card would be pointless because then its only function would be to save clicks. And I don't think they would print a card just to save clicks.
Yeah. Or would they?
Yeah, so an epic weapon is probably supposed to have some kind of upside.
It's a 1/4 for 1, which is actually pretty damn good. It's a
it's like a better Light's Justice.
That's the word. Yeah, it's like the stupid hammer that bonks people. Ooh, and I bet you could play minions first that can't attack because they don't have rush or charge, and then swing with this, and they'll attack. So that's freaking awesome. Because I bet that's how that works, right? It's gotta.
Yeah, I'm certain it does. Otherwise, and I'm certain it'll let things that have already attacked earlier in the turn attack again. I'm certain it does that.
Yeah. And if we're wrong, YouTube will just tell us later.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, we've got our first legendary, Ace Hunter Crean. Crean. That does not flow very well. So it's a 3-mana 2/4 Hunter Demon Hunter card. It says your other characters are immune while attacking. Whoo, that means you, because it doesn't say minions, it says characters. Wow, this pairs really well with the True Aim Crescent, doesn't it?
It does, extremely well.
Jeez. But not only that, it makes all trading perfectly fine. Huh. Can hit things like we've all seen having a weapon that makes you immune just being just terrible.
Yeah.
For your opponent. Like we've all gotten the stupid bow off of some random weapon effect and been like, God, this is expensive. And then you equip it and punch something with it and take no damage and go, whoo, it feels so good.
Oh, the Quest Rogue. I kind of miss playing Quest Rogue. With the fancy knife.
Fancy knife.
Yeah, wasn't that the reward? A hero power that gave you a knife and you were immune while attacking?
So when you say Quest Rogue, the first thing that jumps to my mind is the stupid everything's a 4/4 that was.
Yeah,
awful.
No, not that one. The other set of quests.
So the original quest.
No, the more recent set of quests.
That was the original quest. Right. What?
Yeah, the 4/4 was the original quest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, that scarred me because I have no knowledge of the one you're talking about now because I just don't.
That's the one where you have to play like 4 cards outside of your class or something like that.
I played that all the time. Oh, okay, wait. I remember now. All right. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm all right. It just took a minute. You said Quest Rogue and I shriveled. I was like, ha!
Anyway, this is a Demon Hunter card. Demon Hunter card.
Yeah, so again, it just makes hitting things with your face free, and you could trade with your whatever minions, and it's fine.
Yep, protects you from Exploding Trap and the Mage Secret that does something similar.
No, it doesn't.
Immune doesn't prevent damage?
Well, it's only while attacking, so...
Oh, so it would switch off right after...
Well, I don't know about... I think the Mage Secret, I don't think will affect... I don't think we'll be affected by it, because I think you're done attacking and then it'll trigger.
Happens.
But for the Explosive Trap, only the thing that's attacking will be immune to it.
Oh, right. Yeah, because you... Arg.
Yeah, because everything else is... Remember, this isn't Magic, Mike, where
never mind.
Everything attacks at once.
Oh, I learned the other day that being immune won't save you from Vaporize. That was disappointing.
Really?
Really. It stops damage and targeting, but Vaporize doesn't do either of those things.
That is good to know, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Huh. All right. So I think we've established that Ace Hunter Kreen has a dumb name but is good. So
Yes.
let's move on. What's this, Mike?
This is another hunter type person. It's a Mage Hunter. Just for 3 mana, it's a 2/3 with a rush, and whenever this attacks a minion, silence it.
Wow.
Yeah. So it doesn't outright kill it. It turns off the abilities, and it turns off a taunt without having to kill it.
Yeah, it does.
Which is cool.
It also turns off death rattles.
Yes.
Wow.
Turns off death rattle, turns off buffs, turns off all kinds of crazy crap.
And it's got rush. Ooh. All right. This card is going to annoy the holy hell out of me. But we know they added silence to the Demon Hunter wheelhouse because it got the Outcast card.
Yeah.
So it's good to see an interesting way to make a silence card that is totally Demon Hunter. Like, play something and swing. Yeah, that's Demon Hunter. Yeah. So the Mage Hunter is probably not going to survive, but it doesn't matter because it's 3 mana silence something.
Yep.
So it's an owl. But it might survive.
And it deals damage still, so.
Accurate. Oh, yeah, okay. I like this card.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I get the feeling this is going to be brutal in Arena.
Yes.
All right, then we have the Shard Shatter Mystic. All right, so there's a mechanic that's in Demon Hunter and Warlock that involves soul fragments. Now, for some reason, in the card image gallery here, under Learn More, it doesn't show you soul fragments except on one card, and it's a Warlock card. So I have Soul Fragment here pulled up separately, just so when we got to this, we could have something to talk about. So Soul Fragment is a 0-cost spell that shuffles into your deck, and it's casts when drawn, just like Bombs and Ysera cards, and all of those. And it restores 2 health to your hero. Nice and simple.
Yeah.
And again, it's Demon Hunter and Warlock, both of which, yeah, that sounds awesome. So here's the first card that deals with that, the Shard Shatter Mystic, which is a 3 mana 3/2 battle cry. Destroy a soul fragment in your deck to deal 3 damage to all other minions. So without the soul fragment, it's a 3 mana 3/2, which is not good.
No.
But
you can do a lot better than that.
A 3 mana 3/2 that Hellfires everyone else, not faces, but all the other minions. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It just needs a bit of setup, and that all the cards that add soul fragments to your deck, as we'll see later, add 2. So yeah, I really like this card.
It's really cool.
Like, and I think that there are enough soul fragment things to where you can have this online on turn 3 a good chunk of the time, but turn like 4, 5, 6 almost guaranteed if you build your deck properly. And mulligan properly.
Are there enough on 1 and 2? Yeah, there's 2 cards that cost less than 3 that can do it. Okay.
Yeah, it's not 100% at all on turn 3, but by the time you really need it, you're probably fine. Unless, you just draw your deck backwards like I do. But yeah, this is one to watch out for. If a soul fragment thing becomes a thing, then yeah, this is going to be in all the decks. Probably. 'Cause it's so good, right?
Yeah, it is. It's really strong.
Also, I like that it's like Chaos Nova. It's pushing Demon Hunter in a slightly more control-y direction.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to go face all the time. Here's some things that let you play the other way. Here, you have a party. I'm kind of hoping those pick up a little bit because I'm so sick of Demon Hunter going face. All right, what's next?
Glide, and this one's got some interesting stuff going on. It's a spell that costs 4. You shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 4 cards. It has an outcast that's up in the air, whether it's a plus or a minus. Your opponent does the same.
I mean, most of the time it's going to be a plus. Because, like, especially if you're playing against, I don't know, me, where I've got 7, 8, 9 cards in hand at all times.
Oh, yeah. For those, yeah, easy.
It's good against combo decks, because there's some combo-rific stuff in here, but there's also some anti-combo-rific stuff in here in this set, and this is one of them for sure. And for you, like, shuffle your hand into your deck, draw 4. If you're playing something like a more aggressive Demon Hunter, then you probably don't have 4 cards in your hand.
Right.
And if you do, they're probably worthless right now, so you might as well glide.
Mm.
But yeah, I just like the gameplay opportunities here. Like, I desperately need X card. Let me glide for it. Or, oh god, my opponent's gonna kill me. Okay, I can outcast this glide. Whoo!
Yeah.
Like, I just like it. I think it's fairly self-explanatory, though. Anti-combo. Knock cards out of your opponent's hands. Refill your hand. Yeah. It's like a tiny little Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, basically.
And if your opponent is also aggressive and has run out of cards, just don't outcast it. Easy. Has there ever been a card that you sometimes don't want to outcast?
Yeah, Spectral Sight, but there's only 1 card left in your deck.
Nailed it.
Oh, you drew an I-beam off of an outcast skull. So the I-beam actually costs more if you outcast it.
There we go. Mike found both of the corner cases. But Glide is actually a card that sometimes you will actively not want to outcast, and that's really cool. I like it. All right, next up we have Marrow Slicer. 4 mana, 4/2 weapon. You could stop right there, and I'd be in. For Demon Hunter, yes. But it has a battle cry. Shuffle 2 soul fragments into your deck. Yeah, I'm in. I'm down. I love it. Make it happen.
Yeah. With as quickly as the Demon Hunter can move through the deck, you're going to find them. It's not going to take you forever.
And even if you don't, you've got them in there for the payoff cards.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but it's 4 mana, 4/2 weapon at common, which for a class like Demon Hunter, yes.
Yes.
Ooh, hey Mike, what's this?
This is Star Student Stelina, another legendary. 4/3 for 4. Her outcast is look at 3 cards in your opponent's hand, shuffle one of them into their deck. Now, this is something that happens very, very rarely in Hearthstone, just because of the way the game works and how card drawing works and how available it is. Manipulating your opponent's hand.
Yep.
Again, like we brought up with Glide, there are circumstances where this can really mess someone up in terms of developing their plan properly.
Oh, yeah. And thank goodness, because sometimes, if you're lucky, you'll see one of their combo pieces, and then, or an AoE spell, or whatever's going to kill you or screw you next turn. Yeah, I like this card. Because I don't play combo, so I don't care. It's just, I don't like the name. Star Student Stelina. I bet they did that on purpose.
Probably.
Alright, then we have the Vile Fiend Trainer. 4 mana, 5/4. Outcast, summon 2 1/1 demons. Oh, and aren't they cute? They're snarling Vile Fiends.
Mm-hmm.
How adorable? Question mark? And the trainer's gonna be like, oh, he's just friendly, while it's, ripping your face off.
That's a pretty good rate, even when it's not outcast. It's solid.
Yeah, 4 mana, 5/4 is solid, common filler. But getting the 2 1/1s is really cool. I predict this is either going to be in something tempo-y or it's just an arena card.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hell of an arena card.
Yes.
But I don't know if this is quite enough to make it worth putting in constructed decks. Although, I don't know. It depends on what else they've got going on at 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well. Next.
Next is the Blood Herald. So, it's a 1/1 for 5, but whenever a friendly minion dies while this is in your hand, gain +1/+1. It's a dual class Demon Hunter and Hunter card. Demon Hunter has this other deck that's a token deck. This also works in tempo, but Demon Hunter also has this other deck buried in its cards, this token deck that this guy loves.
With summon 3 Illidari with Rush and summon 6 Illidari with Rush.
Yeah.
And the 3/1 that throws bolts around when friendly minions die.
Yeah. Summon 2 1/1 demons and outcast, yeah. Card we just looked at.
Yeah, Umberwing.
Umberwing, yes.
Very interesting. It's also interesting that this isn't a demon or any class itself.
That's a good point.
Not class, tribe.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Huh. Yeah. Nothing really else to say.
Nope.
Trade and then play a big thing. Ha! Alright, we have Soul Shard Lapidary, another destroy a soul fragment thing. This one gives your hero +5 attack this turn, and it's a 5 mana 5/5. Yeah.
Wow.
Like 5 attack and a 5/5? That's pretty sick for 5 mana.
Yeah, the weapon on turn 4, follow this up on turn 5. That's a not big 9-point slap.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a swing for 9, and still have a 5/5 on the board.
Yeah.
Jesus. Ooh. Yeah. I like it. It's good. I think it's worth playing in the Soul Fragment deck.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, moving on. Moving on.
Yes, sorry. I'm clicking the button. The Cycle of Hatred. I love the joke in the flavor text. If you run 2 of these, would that make it the Bicycle of Hatred? So for 7 mana, deal 3 to all minions and summon a 3/3 spirit for every minion killed. It's not immediately clear whether they just get summoned to your board or they get summoned to whoever side of the board the minion died on. But
I
probably just yours.
I think it's just yours, yeah.
Okay.
I really like that they're the Spirit of Vengeance, too.
Mm-hmm.
Get some Ghost Riders up in this piece. Ghost Rider is the Spirit of Vengeance, by the way, in case you didn't know. Oh god, it costs 7.
Yeah, it's pricey, but
totally worth.
it's an extremely high impact.
Yeah. Also, see, my first thought was the Cycle of Hatred is what Illidan rides when he goes to visit Malfurion. But I like the flavor text better. Another control-y Demon Hunter card.
Yes.
Seems good. And we have Fell Guardians. 7 mana, which gives you 3 1/2 demons with taunt. Oh, but it costs 1 less whenever a friendly minion dies. Oh. So 3 1/2s with taunt. What's that worth?
I would say 3 mana. We have a neutral card that's a 1/2 with taunt for 1.
Okay.
It's not a demon,
probably... So since they're doing it all at once, it's probably 4, maybe even 5, since it's a common mana. So getting a discount of 3 on this is perfectly fine. Any more than that is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right. Sure. What do they look like? Ah!
Yep.
Yeah, that has taunt. Uh-huh. Moving on. I'm scared. Mike, what the hell is this?
This is an ancient Voidhound. Very rare. Epic even. It's a 10/10 for 9, which feels pretty good. At the end of your turn, steal 1 attack and health from all enemy minions, which I have to assume makes this grow.
Yeah. And makes them shrink.
Mm-hmm.
Or die.
Yep. So 9 mana, it's a special kind of Demon Hunter deck that actually wants to play this, but when you do, it's going to be good.
Yeah, and it's a demon, so you could summon it out with the big guy who just summons out demons from your deck.
Oh, that's right.
Although I think he costs 8, so it's not like great. 7, 8, something like that. He's expensive.
Still, it's something.
But yeah, and it's at the end of your turn. Wow.
Yep, you get it right away.
It gets bigger. This is the payoff for playing the control-y style, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good lord.
Something to help slam at the door.
This card gave me hiccups. Okay, so next up we have I think it's the 3 Warlock Demon Hunter cards. We don't know why they didn't appear in the proper mana order. Whatever.
There's 4 of them.
4, excuse me. So first up is Philosophy, which is 1 mana. Copy the lowest cost demon in your hand. But if it's outcast, you give both of them, so the lowest cost demon and the copy, +1/+1. So this sounds amazing in every zoo deck ever.
Yeah.
But we're not in Warlock, we're in Demon Hunter. But still.
Demon Hunter Zoo also exists.
I mean,
it looks a little more like, that's what a tempo deck is. Well,
pretty
sometimes.
much, yeah.
Zoo is a tempo deck, yeah.
Just think about, like, Battle Fiend.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it started as a 2/2 and they had to nerf it. But what if it starts as a 2/3? And you get 2 of them.
Yeah.
Seems good. I have lost many a game to Demon Hunter because they got out 2 Battle Fiends and I couldn't kill both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, early. So.
And at a certain point in the game, you're getting another copy of the sweet demon that costs 5 that you're still holding on to.
Yeah. Oh man, you could get 2 copies of the Priestess of Fury. Yeah, alright, let's move on before I vomit.
Here's someone to copy with Philosophy, Spirit Jailer.
That actually sounds really good.
Yeah. 1/3 for 1, Battle Cry, shuffle 2 soul fragments into your deck. Get yourself started right.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what makes the soul fragment decks go.
Mm-hmm.
Is this guy. Because a 1-3 for 1 is already sick, and then he turns on all the cards in your deck to do things.
Yeah, great turn 1 stats.
Yeah. This card is the nuts. And then, after this, we have Soul Shear, which for 2 mana deals 3 damage to a minion, and shuffles 2 Soul Fragments into your deck. This is the other card that makes the Soul Fragment decks go.
Yeah, and I just love, deal 3 damage for 2 mana cards in Hearthstone. They're just good.
Yeah. So, yeah, there you go. This is going to be one of those ubiquitous cards. I think whether you're playing with anything that cares about Soul Fragments or not, I think you're going to see Soul Shear.
Yeah. Because it's just good, solid removal with a nice bonus.
Yeah. Now, the other thing about Soul Fragments is they turn off Singleton. But Singleton Demon Hunter has been... I haven't seen one in a long time, personally.
Yeah, same.
And I don't know if I've ever seen a Highlander Warlock that someone was serious about playing, so... So, I don't think that really matters.
I saw a list, and I tried it out for a little while, of a Quest Warlock that had Alexstrasza and Zephyrus in it, but it wasn't strictly Singleton. You just
because you burn through your deck so quickly with that. Yeah, I can see that actually. Soul Fragments would turn that off too until you got all the way through them. All right.
Soul Fragments are really cool we'll talk about that when we get to Warlock.
Correct. All right, what's next?
Sociologist Militia. I'm guessing that sociology is one of the subjects offered at Scholomance Academy.
Yeah, like philosophy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a 7-mana 5/5, and the battle cry is, for each soul fragment in your deck, it doesn't destroy them. For each soul fragment in your deck, summon a 3/3 soul with Rush.
Yeah. She's like the Dr. Boom of this mechanic.
Yes.
Whereas instead of bombs, it's 3/3s with Rush, which is ridiculous. Because... Okay, so for 7 mana, how many do you need to get? Like... 1 gets you a 8/8, 3 of which has Rush? So
yeah,
I think you
one
want
I'll be satisfied
2.
with. 2 I'll be happy with.
And any more than 2, again, is just ridiculous. If you manage to get, 4, they say, bruh, it's like Dr. Boom again. Yeah. Except these can swing right now without having to be Dr. Boom, the hero. But he rotated, so it's been a while. You remember him? Yeah. The Boombots could attack if he was out.
Woof.
Oh, and we're done.
Yep, done with Demon Hunter.
All right, so that's Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter got good stuff for aggressive decks. Demon Companion, I think probably Kreen, Mage Hunter, Glide, Marrow Slicer.
Yeah.
And even Spirit Jailer is a 1/3 for 1, so why not?
Yeah, why not?
It got tools for control-y style decks with the Shard Shatter Mystic and Glide again. Probably actually not Glide for that deck.
Nah.
And oh god, the Lapidary scares me. Cycle of Hatred and the Voidhound. Yeah. Oh, and Militia. Oh, I think she pronounces it Militia because malicious.
Yeah, maybe.
Huh. Anyway. Plus, it got, just good stuff. Marrow Slicer is just amazing. I think Mage Hunter is a meta card that, when it's amazing, is absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Double jump is probably just useful.
We'll see.
We'll see. And the Lapidary, good lord. That 5 attack with a 5/5. I can't even.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Oh, and the Soul Shear. Like, there's just good stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
And good stuff for all the flavors. And even Blood Howard here gives you more of the token deck that
Right.
is hanging out in the shadows of Demon Hunter. So, yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
And nothing
and
here feels like, oh god, this has to be nerfed.
No. I don't think there's any problems here.
At least I hope not. I don't know, man.
Because the only thing that would worry me is Fell Guardians, because when it's possible for something to cost 0, that causes issues. But it just makes 3/1/2s with taunt. So
true. All right, so Druid.
And you're going to see that Demon Hunter got more cards than the other classes. That's just because, it still doesn't have any cards in the classic set. They're just trying to build it up more.
Yeah, that's the thing they said when they introduced it, is that it will get 5 more cards than the other classes for, I think, the rest of this year.
Mm-hmm.
Or this year of the... What is this the year of?
No, not the Raven.
Yeah, Raven was a while ago. This year.
Yeah.
Why can't we... Phoenix,
there you go.
There we go. Nailed it. All right, so Druid. First card is a Druid Shaman card. Because that's a pairing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lightning Bloom. For 0 mana, gain 2 mana crystals this turn only. So it's a double... Well, it's an original Innervate, right?
Yes.
But it has Overload of 2. So you're getting 2 mana crystals now, but you're losing 2 mana crystals next turn. And...
Oof.
Yeah, this allows for massive explosive turns where next turn doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I actually, right before we started, I watched the Trollden video earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Where, dude had the 1/1 spell burst, make another one guy.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, Lightning Bloom and a couple other cheap things. And it was just, bruh, and he had a board full of 2/2s. And he's like, this is turn 1, by the way. And I went, of course, then you're out of cards, but that's so much tempo. That's also, like, the god draw, so.
Right.
But even so, I think that the explosive potential of this is kind of, because, like, Innervate got nerfed for a reason.
Yeah, it did. And even though it does have some balancing with Overload, like you said, right when you first started talking about it, an explosive turn where the next one doesn't matter, I mean, the drawback doesn't matter.
Yeah. But we'll see.
We'll see.
Like, Druid, it's yet another ramp. It's yet another spell in hand for Spell Druid and for things with Spell Burst, which is a new mechanic in this set. A minion with Spell Burst is if you play a spell, or the first spell that you play after they're out, they'll do their thing, whatever their Spell Burst effect is. So yeah. Oh, and this is it. Yeah, the Gibberling.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, 1/1 for 1, but Spell Burst is summon a Gibberling. And when you summon the Gibberling, it'll have Spell Burst.
Yes.
So yeah, he went, I think it was like Gibberling, Innervate, Lightning Bloom, the Discover spell that we'll get to in a minute, and then Power the Wild.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I went, ah! So, yeah, it's another tool in the token Druid belt? Toolkit? Whatever.
The Druids wear belts.
And they got to keep their Druid pants from falling down, right?
Yeah.
You don't want everyone to be looking at your Druid ass. That's awful. Yeah, all right. Let's just keep moving. What's this, Mike?
Nature Studies. It's that one that you mentioned earlier. Just for 1 mana, discover a spell. Your next one costs 1 less.
And it's not the spell you discover costs 1 less. It's the next spell you cast costs 1 less.
Yes.
Which is neat. It's not really anything else to say, though. It's good.
Nope. Mm-hmm.
Is it good?
Get another trigger off of your Mount Cellar and make people cuss. Yeah.
God, I hate that card.
Yep.
All right. Then we have partner assignment, which was everyone's favorite part of school, wasn't it?
Yeah.
For 1 mana, add a random 2-cost and 3-cost beast to your hand.
I like this a lot.
And it's not Druid class, so it's just get a 2-drop and a 3-drop. And since this is a 1-drop, this sets you up for your next 2 turns, which sounds awesome.
Yeah. How often is my opponent going to get the Hunter Legendary on 3? Pretty much all the time.
Yeah, 100%. It's always not Huffer. Zixor, there we go. I couldn't think of his name.
That's right.
I was like, Shizor? No, that's the one from Star Wars. Damn it. What? Because there's a character in something in Star Wars. I can't remember if it was... I think it was the 64 game. It was Xizor.
Yeah, Prince Shizor.
Yeah.
Was from the Shadows of the Empire game. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then the hunter is Zixor, but my brain always goes, oh, Shizor. No, damn it. Anyway. All right, moving on. Ooh. Well, she's pretty.
Groundskeeper. Yeah. So, for 4, it's a 4/5 with taunt, and the battle cry, if you're holding a spell that costs 5 or more, restore 5 health. This is a thing that's shown up in Druid here or there with, like yay big spells.
Yep.
And that's a really nice bonus for yay big spells.
Yeah. This is also a Druid Shaman card.
Yes. 5 health could be to you, 5 health could be to one of your minions.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take a Yeti with taunt just by itself. That sounds cool. But then the restore 5 health on top of that that's really good.
Yeah, there are going to be plenty of situations where you're not going to feel bad when you play this without the bonus because it's just a really good play for the board.
Yeah. I like this card.
Yeah, wonderful.
Plus, it's very pretty. Look at that. All right, next, Twilight Runner. A 5-mana, 5/4 beast with stealth. And whenever this attacks, draw 2 cards. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Huh. They really want to make Beast Druid a thing, don't they?
They've tried so many times. A couple times it sort of worked, not in the way they thought.
A couple times it sort of worked. That is accurate. Huh. All right. Well, there you go. Play it and then attack with it and draw 2 cards. And it's got stealth, so it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Mostly fine. It'll be mostly okay.
At least it'll take down some other minions with it.
Yeah. All right, that's cool. What's this, Mike?
Forest Warden Omu. It's a big legendary. costs 6. It's a 5/4. And the spell burst is refresh your mana crystals.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's going to be bad.
It is, because you're going to have those times where people got to set it up so that Forest Warden Omu doesn't die next turn. Cost 7, heal everyone for 5, draw 5 cards, and now your mana crystals are back. It's going to happen.
Ugh. Or they could just use the stupid dormant centaur thing to discount it.
Oh, gross. Yeah.
And then play it, and then Overgrowth in the same turn. Then get all your mana back. Overgrowth? Over the one you said. Where you heal.
I couldn't come up with the name.
I can't either. But yeah, heal everyone for 5 and draw 5 cards. Or 4 cards, or whatever cards. Yeah, this is going to be another one of those cards that makes me thud my head into the wall, because this is just combo-rific. So this is almost certainly going to be a thing. Watch out for it.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll make this cost 7 someday. We'll see.
I'd be okay with that. Alright, next up is Runic Carvings, another Druid Shaman card. For 6 mana, you choose one. You get 4, 2/2 Treant Totems. Well, that's adorable. Or... Oh, I get it. Or you overload 2 to give them Rush. So it's either 6 mana get 4 2/2s. Well, it's always 6 mana get 4 2/2s. And sometimes it's overload 2 to get 4 2/2s with Rush.
Yeah.
Huh.
So it turns into like a big bees.
Sorta, yeah. It's, and they're totems. Huh. Which, those are shaman cards, so never mind. We'll talk about those when we get to shaman in a couple episodes. But, huh.
And they're also treants, which I guess with the way Hearthstone works, that they'll count for treant things.
I assume so? I don't think treants have a type. So
no,
I think
they're
just
it's all based on their name.
Yeah, I think they're just based on the name, so probably, yeah. That's a neat card. All right. Oh God, what is this?
Yeah. Survival of the Fittest. This is a Mike card. It costs 10 for an epic spell. Give +4/+4 to all minions in your hand, deck, and battlefield.
Okay, so wait. All minions on the battlefield means including not yours, but only the ones in your hand and deck.
That's worded weird.
Or is that all minions on your battlefield, because the your is afterwards?
Your hand, deck, and battlefield. It's a good question. I'm not well versed enough in Hearthstone templating to know what that actually means. It means whatever they say it means, really.
True. I'm just curious which one it is. Let's go see if Survival of the Fittest has any clarification in the Gamepedia. It does not. Where's the other place that you go for Hearthstone stuff?
I don't know. I guess I didn't know about this resource.
Hey, chat, where's the other place you go for Hearthstone stuff? Just Google it. Survival of the Fittest Hearthstone. Gamepedia, play Hearthstone.com. Hearthpwn, that's the one.
Oh, okay.
Nope, that's the hero power. How about this one? That's also the hero power. Thanks. Okay, never mind. We'll figure that out.
Yeah, we'll all find out together.
Like, given the name, I guess it could go either way. Survival of the fittest, you paid 10, so you are the fittest, so your stuff gets the buff. Or it could be everyone on the battlefield gets the buff and let them all fight it out. I just finished earlier today the Age of Apocalypse storyline, where Apocalypse took over most of the world. So I could see either one working. Oh well, moving on. That is so a Mike card, though.
Yeah.
And this is so an everyone card. Adorable Infestation is a Druid and Hunter card. For 1 mana, give a minion +1/+1, summon a 1/1 cub, and the cub is a cute little whatever beast thing, and add a cub to your hand. So you're getting sort of 3/3 of stats. One goes in your hand, one goes on another minion, and one goes by itself on the battlefield. Which is a lot for 1 mana.
Yeah. And anything that costs 1 mana that can make a token for Faceless Jerkface, whatever he is. What's that guy's name?
Oh, the Corruptor.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, the only problem is you can't just play this on 1.
No.
Because you have to have a minion to target.
You could if your opponent has a minion, but you probably shouldn't do that.
You probably shouldn't do that, yeah. But even so, for 1 mana, that's pretty good. Plus, it's so cute. All right, next, what is this?
Is Shando Wildclaws, another legendary type person. 3/3 for 3 with a choose 1. This is an interesting choice. Give beasts in your deck +1/+1, or transform into a copy of a friendly beast.
So if you've already played Bran and you have a King Crush on the board, you should probably just...
Now we're talking about Druid right now.
Wait a minute, something just popped up on the screen, but it was behind us because I've got this set up wrong. And I don't know what that was. Well, that was awkward. Streamlabs, move over here so I can see things. Whoops. Right, yeah, so this is Druid card. So if you've got... there aren't any big beasts here.
But this is either, part of that no, I'm serious, damn it, Beast Druid deck for the first choice. Or doing something ridiculous with the second choice for some very specific beast that you want out on the battlefield that you would love to have 2 of.
Very much so. Yeah, this is really cool. No, really stupid, play Beast Druid. Alright, then we have the Teacher's Pet, which, if this is what the teacher has as a pet, then I don't know if I want to be in that teacher's class or not. I can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a 5 mana 4/5 beast with taunt, and the death rattle, summon a random 3-cost beast. Wow.
That's good stuff.
That is good stuff. Like it's,
sometimes you get an owl, and it even has a little owl in the cage on the top there. But hey.
But sometimes you get Zixor.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're my opponent, every time.
And sometimes you get that poisonous snake that's also in the art back there.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Ooh, and sometimes you get Mukla. Ooh.
Oh, gosh.
All right, so that's solid. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And then last card, Mike.
The last card, Guardian Animals, another dual class card, costs 7, epic spell. Summon 2 beasts that cost 5 or less from your deck. Give them Rush. Again, like we were talking earlier about tutoring things, they work the best when you have a very limited class of things that they could go get. So if you're not trying to do the for reals and serious Beast Druid deck, you just find 2 very particular, silly and appealing beasts that cost 5 or less to put in your deck and grab them both.
Yeah, hey, Mike.
Yes.
Scroll up a little and look at the 5-cost beast that's in Druid.
Ah.
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
It does.
Jeez.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, if you just have Twilight Runner and Teacher's Pet in there, then you'd be like, yeah, I'm having a good time.
Yeah, that seems good to me. Give them Rush. That's ridiculous. All right, and then actual last one, my bad, is another legendary. This is the Druid Shaman legendary. Speaker Gidra. A 3-mana 1/4. Yes. With Rush and Wind Fury. Whew. But the spell burst is gain attack and health equal to the spell's cost. So coin first if you need it.
Right.
Because remember, spell burst is the first spell you play with this on the board. So this could get stupid fast.
Even if you follow it up with something that costs... If you follow it up with something that costs 2, you're getting a really good minion. If you follow it up with something that costs 3 or more, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, like my brain went to 3. Like I really want to Speaker Gidra and then insert spell that costs 3 here to get a 3/7 with Rush and Wind Fury. Like, yeah. If you follow it up with something that costs 4, it's a Walking Fountain without the lifesteal.
Well, no, it's one more than that. It's gain attack and health equal to the spell's cost, not like set to a number. Something that costs 3 will turn it into a 4. What did you say the first time?
I said 3/7.
Maybe
Excuse me,
I'm not hearing
4/7.
it right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so if you followed up with something that costs 5, then it's actually better than Walking Fountain for the cost without the lifesteal, which the lifesteal is why you play the Walking Fountain, so maybe not better.
Yes.
But still. Buh. I did the math wrong. My bad. I can't add the same number to 2 different numbers separately. That's not a tool I have.
Thankfully, Hearthstone is a digital game, and it'll just do it for you.
It just does it for me, yeah. Thanks, Hearthstone. So, all right, welcome. What did Druid get? Druid got some beast stuff, some token stuff, some horrible mana crystal stuff.
Yes. Ugh.
And Survival of the Fittest, which is quite possibly one of the funniest things to get off of a puzzle box.
Yes. Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing we haven't looked at yet. Every new spell is a new thing that Puzzle Box can do to you. Hang on, let me go back to Demon Hunter real quick. Is there anything in here that is awful? Glide could screw you.
Glide could be weird.
That's about it, though.
Yeah.
I guess you don't want any soul fragments if you're playing something Highlander.
Well, if you felt the need to cast Puzzle Box, you're probably in a bad spot, so you take what you can get.
Probably.
At least soul fragments aren't actively harmful.
But yeah, the rest looks fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So there you go. That's Druid. other than Frost Warden Omu, I actually really like Druid. And the only reason I don't like that is because there's going to be some sort of ridiculous combo that murders me, and I'm going to...
Yeah, it's going to be dumb.
And I'm going to wish that Hearthstone had never actually continued. So... I have to say, I really like the multi-class cards for Druid. Like, all of them.
Yeah. It's really nifty.
Yeah. All right, so last one for this video. Let's do Hunter.
Hunter.
All right, so we've got Demon Companion, which is exactly the same for Demon Hunter as it is for Hunter, because they're not beasts, they're demons. So it's just a one drop that does something good. The Trium Crescent.
And you're also playing, you can also play Animal Companion. So it's like getting extra baby copies of Animal Companion.
Very true. Trium Crescent is still exactly the same.
Yeah. Some of your minions might be bigger. I feel like Hunter minions on average are a little bigger than Demon Hunter minions. Well, no, maybe not. Never mind. I take that back. They're on par with each other.
Also, remember when you play the poisonous Dragon Explorer? If this goes left to right, put it on the left, so it'll attack and kill whatever first.
That's right. Hunter has more poison.
Yeah. All right, and then Ace Hunter Kreen is the same thing, except works really well with Unleash the Hounds.
Yes.
And with the 5/4, the dormant, the big guy.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Because you can play that on 2, play this on 3, and if it survives, then on 4 it'll wake up and punch something, and not take any damage.
Yeah.
Although cool. Mine always hits the opponent in the face, whether I want it to or not.
Right.
I was like, come on, kill one of them. Push your face. Good job, stupid. Lord. All right, and Blood Howard also works the same way, just with, again, works really well with Unleash the Hounds and the like. So yeah, not really much to add for those.
Yeah, they work very similarly between the two classes.
Yeah. All right, so let's... Oh, now we have Adorable Infestation, where we get an extra beast, and you can cast an extra beast. I don't know how much that matters in Hunter.
I think the main difference is that Hunter just has a lot more smaller minions than Druid has, or at least it feels like that. A Hunter deck wants to play a lot more small minions than a Druid deck would, unless the Druid is a token Druid.
Correct. All right. Here we go. Carrion Studies. Carrion Studies? Really? Ew. So 1 mana. Discover a Death Rattle minion. Your next one costs 1 less. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And I think that the cost 1 less works like the old the Herald.
Talking about the dragon?
The dragon, yeah, the one that makes your next dragon cost, less. But it's not this turn, it's just your next one costs 1 less. And I think this works the same way.
It has to.
Where
the way it's written.
Until you play another Death Rattle minion, they're all going to show as discounted.
Yeah, it's just on, kind of like the Demon Hunter card that just makes your next demon cost 2 less.
That's right. Yeah. They have done that more recently. I just forgot about that card. So that's cool. So looks like maybe Death Rattle Beast is going to be doing a thing. I don't know. Let's keep going.
Yeah. First one to make a broken wild Mechathune deck out of this card wins.
I hate you. Okay, next.
Next is Overwhelm, which this is really cool too. A 1-mana spell, deal 2 damage to a minion, deal 1 more damage for each beast you control.
Yeah, this is awesome. Again, works really well with Unleash the Hounds.
Mm-hmm. Or just, playing Hearthstone. This is just a really good removal spell.
Yeah. Works really well with your Adorable Infestation, too.
Mm-hmm.
Where you get a beast and you have another beast in your hand that you can play to add 2 damage to your Overwhelm. And board presence.
Yeah. Even if you just have 1 minion out there.
Yeah, it's a lightning bolt with no overload.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this card is good. Plus, it's got adorable flying jackalope things.
Yes.
Which I think are called Wolpertingers.
Yep, that's the next card, actually.
Oh, yeah, it is. So there we go. Here's a Wolpertinger. What? What? So, wait. Did I read that or did you read that?
I read the Overwhelm.
Oh, okay. So it's a 1-mana, 1/1 beast with a battle cry. Summon a copy of this. So if it's gotten any sort of buffs in your hand, it'll copy those.
Yeah, and Hunter still has a couple of those in standard right now.
Yeah. So I see why that's on Overwhelm, because you get 2 beasts for 1, which means your Overwhelm suddenly goes from 2 mana to 4 just by itself.
Yeah.
Whew. 1 mana, 4 damage. Jesus. Plus, Wolpertinger is adorable, and that's all that matters.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Wolpertinger's flavor text says, Scholomance student brewfest prank gone awry. And Overwhelm says, Scholomance student brewfest prank gone terribly, terribly awry. I like it. But other than that, I don't know if there's anything that cares about playing beasts in Hunter, or number of beasts in Hunter, other than anything in this set.
Other than just, like, aggro, token, tempo, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Alright, moving on.
The Bloated Python. It's a 1/2 for 3 with a death rattle of summon a 4/4 hapless handler.
I did not look at this art. But, I mean, a 1/2 that dies into a 4/4 is pretty freaking good.
It is.
Plus, the 4/4 hapless handler looks really pissed. And the Bloated Python's flavor text, this is why Scholomance engineering students prefer C++. I don't get it. Oh, Python.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, like I'd read that when I first flipped to it, and I'm like, I don't see any. Python is another programming language, y'all. It took it a full couple of minutes there for it to click. Anyway, moving on. Oh, dude, check it out. It's Professor Slate. What? Copyright infringement. Professor Slate. Slate is my last name, in case you didn't know. Professor Slate is a 3-mana 3/4 legendary that says your spells are poisonous.
Gosh.
Whoa.
Just with that twin spell
rapid fire, yeah.
Pew pew.
Wow, that's neat. That's niche as hell. So it probably won't ever be put into a deck really by itself, probably. But like getting this off of legendary, like random legendaries or random 3-drops
Mm-hmm.
is going to be insane.
Yes, I agree on that point.
Like, can you see the legendary Horde and Rogue into Professor Slate with, like, 2 backstabs in your hand?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds amazing. But I love him forever because he's Professor Slate.
Yes.
Yay, look at him. Okay, next. Oh.
Now we got Shando Wildclaw again.
So this is the one where if you've already played Bran.
Yes. Now we get back to his comment about Bran and King Crush.
Because Bran costs 7, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so there you go. Bran, King Crush, and then Shando Wildclaw. Swing for 16. Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of other things. This is obviously the first thing that came to mind because it's like a copy of a friendly beast. Well, that's obviously King Crush.
Right.
But it's also good for like an extra Savannah Jaime never hurt anybody except for your opponent.
Yeah, the first choice, giving all the beasts in your deck +1/+1, of course, just matters a bit more for Hunter. Giving a smaller creature +1/+1 is much bigger impact than giving a large creature +1/+1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Prince, what's his name? I don't remember his name. Where he's the only one that can cost 2.
Oh, yeah. Except only for beasts.
Yes. But hey.
That's actually something to do if you just draw this on turn 3. Just get a 3/3 now and make the rest of your beast better. Or hold it for the value. Interesting. Alright. What the hell? What is that? That's terrifying. I think I killed that in a game not long ago.
Appears to be some kind of land shark.
Alright, what's it do?
So the Krolusk Bark Stripper is a 3/5 for 4. Its spell burst is destroy a random enemy minion.
Ooh.
Yep.
And it's a beast.
Yep. Just here, have a deadly shot. It's like,
yeah,
sure, I'd love
spell
deadly
burst shot. Deadly shot. That's freaking awesome. All right, I like it.
Yeah, of course I'm going to find it aggravating. I've learned to find deadly shot and that stupid freaking dragon. So aggravating.
Well, the dragon is horribly aggravating because it's broken.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's way too good. It's way too good. All right, Teacher's Pet is back. Still, it's basically the same thing here.
Basically.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Guardian Animals. This one might be a little equally relevant here, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Bloated Python isn't great, but the Krolusk Bark Stripper sure is.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's the last card. Okay. Alright, so Hunter got more beast synergies. It got more aggressive stuff with Wolpertinger and Overwhelm.
Mm-hmm.
The Bark Stripper is... A 4-mana 3/5 is already just good. It's not great, but it's good. Good lord. Plus, my family card here, so...
Right.
Nothing here really, like, super impresses me, but it all feels just solid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not last place. Ding. All right, so that'll do it for Demon Hunter, Druid, and Hunter.
Yes.
So that'll be our first one. So come back if you're watching these later on YouTube. Come back and check out the next 3 classes in the next episode. Yes. So thank you for watching. We're going to hit pause for a minute and then hit record again. So I don't know how to end this. So just come back in and come back later.